So, welcome everyone. I'm Victoria Ferrer, and I'm delighted to have you with us today. I'm a financial educator, and my mission is simple: no communities left behind. I believe financial education should be accessible to every individual and families, not only to people who already understand money. I help people become more informed about financial protection, retirement planning, life insurance, and living benefits, income protection, and strategies for building a stronger financial future. And one lesson I have learned is that our health and wealth are deeply connected. A health crisis can quickly become a financial crisis, while good planning can give families more choices when unexpected events occur. And that's why today's conversation is especially interesting. We're exploring innovation in wellness, technology, longevity, and the business side of healthcare. My guest is Dr. Kenneth, who brings decades of experience as a physician and practice builder. After more than 17 years of retirement and previously owning a spinal trauma and rehabilitation practice, he discovered a technology called Prysm IO. Dr. Kenneth, welcome. And before we discuss the technology, I want our viewers to meet the person behind it. So, question one, Dr. Kenneth, take us back to your years in practice. What originally inspired you to enter healthcare, and what did you learn from owning and building a spinal trauma and rehabilitation practice?
Well, good morning, Victoria. I'm pleased to be here today. Um, there's a lot that goes back into history. I started in practice in 1972. If you think about that, that's 54 years coming up next.
Wow.
I've been around a long time. I had the clinic. I am a chiropractic physician. I'm certified in spinal trauma, and I had the spinal trauma, spinal rehab clinic. I was seeing more than 100 patients a day, if you can imagine. My
Ooh.
staff called it controlled chaos, but we got to help a lot of people. I used heavy amounts of nutrition and essential oils in the rehabilitation portion, and I loved it. I actually loved it too much. And you know what I mean by that. I was there 60, 70 hours a week, and I lacked in my family life. I was in a prison
Yeah.
of my own making. Loved it too much, and I was training for the Senior Olympics. I was a power lifter, and when I turned
Oh.
55, I did a 410-pound deadlift and injured my L5 disc. And so I became a patient as a physician. And that's when you really realize the difficulties that people can have when it comes to their health and wellness. I rehabbed myself to the point where I practiced 2 more years, and then I just couldn't do it anymore, and I retired from practice, and I became a global teaching physician for the largest essential oil company in the world. I got to
Mhm.
travel all over the planet and talk to thousands of people about health and essential oils and nutrition. And about 4 years ago, I discovered the biophotonic scanner. It's the previous device to the Prism. Actually, this is
Mm.
this is the device, and you could not buy this. You had to lease it for $150 a month and pay more than $3,000 to get the rights to use it, and then pay for the scans and $150 a month on a lease. And you do the scanning of the biometrics through the palm of the hand. And
Mm.
about a year ago, they told us that the Prism was coming.
Mhm.
It's the newer device, and they've been researched for many years. And so we went from a technology that was originally the size of an MRI machine, and $500 million later, it's this big. So
Wow.
it's been an amazing ride, and I've been able to help a lot of people and not have to be in clinical practice at the same time. So
Right.
um, I can
Wow.
go on and on. You can hear my passion.
Yeah, I can feel it. It's within you. So, Dr. Kenneth, what I find interesting about your story is that your interest didn't begin simply as a business opportunity. It began with something you discovered about your own wellness. And going to the next question is you have shared that you were spending approximately $300 a month on three professional nutraceutical lines, believing you were doing something beneficial for your body. Then you underwent a Prysm IO scan. So, what did you discover, and why was that experience such an eye opener for you?
Well, as I said, I used a lot of nutraceuticals in my practice, and I was taking uh, $300 a month in nutrition from actually four professional lines.
Ooh.
And I thought I was getting the best I could buy, and that's what I was told. And there was never a baseline biomarker score for a person to realize that they have a need for nutrition change and lifestyle shift. And all of a sudden, I said, okay, I want to know if what I'm taking is really working at a cellular level. So I had the biophotonic scanner do the scan, and I had a failing score. I was absorbing
Ooh.
virtually nothing. I had, as I tell people all the time, I had very expensive urine. So it was
Mm.
not absorbing, and I felt
Wow.
terrible because I was having my patients take those same supplement lines. So the company that I represent now guarantees absorption in 60 days and a raising of that scan score. And that means you're absorbing at a cellular level. And if it does not improve that scan score in 60 days, you get your money back. It's the only
Oh,
performance guarantee in nutrition in the world. It's actually
yeah.
more accurate than blood because blood only lasts 1 or 2 days, where we look back days, even weeks into the derma. And 150 peer-reviewed studies that validate what we're doing, 10-year study at Yale Cancer Center. I can go on and on.
Yeah. You've described Prism IO as a fast, non-invasive scanning technology. For someone hearing about it for the first time, what exactly does the device measure and what information does it provide?
Great question. And when you see the device and I turn it on, the person can see the colors in the device. And now you see the flashing light in the middle. That's where you place your index finger, and the scan is done in 15 seconds. And we're
Mhm.
looking at the antioxidant level within the center of the cell. That's what wards off disease. That's what wards off free radicals and oxidative stress. And that is the inhibitor for good health. If we were doing the right thing in this country when it comes to healthcare, which we do not have, it's managed disease care, as everyone knows. It doesn't look at the cause, it's looking at the effect. We're looking to be proactive, have the body ward off disease and inflammatory response by having good nutrition at the cell.
Mm.
We were created with all of the pharmacy in us. The liver has more than 700 chemical functions on its own.
Mhm.
So don't we want to have the body work as it was intended? And I ask people all the time for their two-word definition of health. And most people say feeling good. That's not health. You can be dying of cancer and not realize it because you feel okay. The two-word definition is optimal function. And that's what we're really looking at in the biometrics of this Prism device.
Right. You also talk about cellular nutrition absorption. Why is understanding how the body is responding to nutrition important?
Well, when we look at most people in this country, almost 80% of the population takes a supplement of some kind, and they might be buying it online, or a friend might have told them about it, or they saw an advertisement for some Hollywood star that is taking a specific supplement, but they don't know actually what's in it. And most importantly, they don't know what shouldn't be in it. It's a major supplement chain that was shut down twice in the last number of years because they had lead contaminants in their supplements. We know that there are fake supplements that come out of China all the time. They have excipients in them. They might even have talcum powder. They might have baby powder or even dirt. Think about that. And people are
Wow.
taking these thinking that they're getting the right nutrition just because it says it on the label. And how about this interesting fact? Most people don't realize the number one reason a person buys a specific supplement when they look down the aisle at Walmart or Costco or wherever it might be is the color of the label. That shocked me.
Oh,
Second was the price, and third is what's possibly in it. So people are having no idea what they're taking if it's really working until they have a baseline score to go by.
wow. Wow, that's really something that, it's an eye opener for everybody listening. And what else can I say? But everybody really has to listen and to keep their minds open and be informed. I mean, for me, this is something that I really need to know about, because um, not many people know
Oh,
about this, right? And so this is something that, yeah, for those viewers who want to connect with Dr. Kenneth, um, what is the best way to connect with you, Dr. Kenneth?
well, I would like to add, Victoria, that a person can have one of these devices for themselves. It's not a medical
Okay.
device. It is a measurement tool, just like a blood pressure cuff would be. So anyone can own one, and they're only $299.
Yeah.
You see what my Apple Watch costs 500, and what does it do? How about an Aura ring? Really, what does it do? And they'll person will
Mm-hmm.
spend five, six, $700 on these wearables.
Yeah.
But this will help a person monitor their lifestyle, how well they're absorbing, what foods they are eating are making a difference because our foods don't have nutritive value. And people are using prepackaged and processed foods for their diets, and they're terrible. The average American has no idea what they're eating, and they should. They should have a monitoring device so they can own one. But the best way to get a hold of me is email me. Uh, Dr. K at bioscanmedtechnologies.com. BIOSCANMED technologies.com. Dr. K at. And I will answer them back. If they have questions and they'd like to get a device, we can talk about that. And if it's a physician or anyone in the healthcare industry, they should have one of these devices and they can create an incredible revenue stream while they're helping their patients. Their patients are wasting their money on nutrition. Why not help them with something that's guaranteed to absorb? And it's cost effective from $1 a day on up. So we have something for everyone.
Wow. So how do you evaluate a new technology to ensure it provides real value to your patients while also making business sense?
Well, let's say we have a physician that comes on board. They're into wellness, and patients are demanding it now. Med
Mm-hmm.
spas, their clients are demanding wellness, and they're letting a revenue stream walk right out their front door if they don't have this device. They can scan that patient or that client, find out what their biomarker score is. They don't have to have inventory. They can order whatever we train them to find out what they should order for that person because of their age and their scan score. It's ordered directly from our company. It's delivered to their home for $2.99, and they're scheduled out in 60 days to get rescanned to see how well they're improving with their scan score, their biometric score. So it can create an incredible revenue stream. If a doctor has 100 patients on product or a med spa has 100 clients on product, in a year's time can create between $35,000 and $70,000 cash revenue, not including charging for the scan. They
Yeah.
can sell the device to their clients or their patients. But if they charge $20 a scan and do 5 scans a day, that's $25,000 cash income on a $299 investment. I mean, it's a no-brainer. I hate to use that term, but it really is a
Mm-hmm.
no-brainer.
Yeah, I totally agree. So, Dr. Kenneth, if you could speak directly to physicians and wellness professionals who know their industry is changing but are hesitant to explore something new, what would you tell them?
If they have any question on the scientific basis behind what we do, I have all of the information that they want. I don't want the doctor or the med spa to play scientist. I want them to play the role of helping people to their most important earthly possession, and that's our health. And again, people are demanding this. They're looking for a wellness professional.
Yes.
And that's why this has such an impact on what is happening throughout the world. Our goal as a company is to place 10 million of these with 10 million households in the US by 2030. Well, that's a big goal. And we need people on our team to help us do that very thing. And they can create an incredible ongoing leveraged income for themselves by becoming part of our team.
That's amazing. And in fact, my goal as a financial educator is not simply to talk about financial products. My goal is to educate, empower, and help families become better prepared. And because my mission remains no communities left behind.
Yes.
When we become proactive about our health and our wealth, we give ourselves and the people we love more choices for the future. I'm sure you could agree to that, Dr. Kenneth. So thank you for joining us and thank you for being our guest. To our viewers, stay informed, stay proactive, protect your health, protect your financial future, and continue building the life and legacy you want. Again, thank you so much, Dr. Kenneth. Viewers, you have the contact and the details of Dr. Kenneth. You can contact him at any time because he is really promoting something that's worthwhile for the community. So with that, until the next time and the next Fulfillionaires File, goodbye everyone. Take care.